Girl, hey, it's your girl Sin. I know it has been a minute. I've been MIA. Excuse the mess. We had Mother's Day. My kids had a party, but that's not what we here for, y'all. Girl, we talking about this wedding planner. This wedding planner did me so wrong. The wedding planner did Sin so wrong, but it's all good. It's fine though. But my mother-in-law got me this book. Let's talk about this book real quick though. Y'all, when I tell you this book is going to help me with my wedding, because I was dead wrong now. Let's get into it. FYI, she looking crooked back there, but she not. Excuse my hair. I was in the bed. I said, let me come talk to my girls because, y'all, yeah, I've been done wrong. Anyway, this is the book. Let's look at the book really quick. Let's get into the book really quick. This is, so she actually got this color because I wanted my wedding to be this color. But we'll get into why I changed from this color in a minute. So this is the book. Very nice book, y'all. Very nice book. And so it just has everything you need. If you're planning on planning your wedding yourself, or even if you have a planner, you can go along with her and you can just look at that. They got your budgeting, venues, music, stationery, attire, catering, bakery, wedding tips, honeymoon, wedding day timeline, floor decoration, photographers. Everything you need is in this book. And like, I'm so grateful for this, guys, because this will help me along the way. So if you're getting ready to, if you're getting married or planning your wedding, I suggest this book. Look at this, y'all. It's the details for me. It's really the details for me. But let's get into this wedding planner. So I got engaged last month. Go girl, thank you. But yeah, so I got engaged last month and my dad was super excited. He was like, oh baby, I'm so happy. First daughter getting married. I want to pay for everything. I want you to have the wedding of your dreams. Let's get this going. Okay, so he calls me back. He's like, I have a wedding planner for you. Excuse me. I'm like, oh, okay, great. So he said, it's your cousin. Now, I've never met this cousin before. I've seen this cousin one time. Hey, and then I was gone. She's maybe 20 years older than me. No problem with that at all. You know, I love family. I'm very family oriented. And so I'm like, okay, this will be perfect. This will be a perfect memory. My older cousin's helping me out with the wedding. So we on the phone, me and my cousin, we on the phone, we talk. Everything's perfect. She's called me by my name. She's calling me Tori. And she's saying, what's your budget? We're going over colors. We're just going over what I would like for my wedding to look like and everything. She's like, okay, well, I'll send you, sorry for the beeping sound. So she's like, okay, perfect. What's your address? I'm going to send you some of my work. I'm going to send you some wedding stuff. Let's get this wedding going. Let's get your bridesmaids. All this good stuff. I'm like super duper excited. I'm like, okay. Whew. So the problem came in the very first time that I sent her pictures of how I would like my wedding to look, my reception. Just a reception. It doesn't have to be exactly like this. I just wanted flowers, lots of flowers and candles and things like that. Now, mind you, I haven't asked for any of her work. She hasn't sent me any of her work. Her work hasn't been shown to me. She hasn't offered me her Facebook account, Instagram, her website, nothing. I'm going off the strength of my dad. So that's cool. Okay, I sent the first picture. So, oh, you're going for this fairy tale extravagant wedding. I'm like, yes, exactly. I want it to be beautiful. My plan is to only get married one time. So, yes. So I sent her everything. She's looking at everything. And then she's like, well, I don't know what I'm going to use yet. I got to see what I have. Oh, let me back up a little bit. So my dad told me, baby, she's gifting you. At first she was gifting me the catering. I was super duper. I'm grateful for anything, guys. I'm like one of the ones that's like grateful for anything, basically. So he's like, okay, baby, she's gifting you the catering. I'm like, that's wonderful. Now, this is actually where the main issue came in at. She gifted me the catering, which means that she'll pay for the catering. In my mind, I get to pick my menu, and she's going to pay the caterer. But in reality, she wanted to pay for the catering and also pick my menu. And I just didn't feel, tell me if I'm wrong, guys. Tell me if I'm wrong. I understand it was gifted, but I didn't think that I would have to let her pick my menu for me. And she was like, well, I'm going to pick the menu and I'm going to do the taste testing. I thought I was the one supposed to do the taste testing, but I don't know. I'm all new to this, so I don't know. She said, yes, I'm going to do the taste. Me and my husband will, let me back up a little bit more. She doesn't live here. She lives somewhere else far from me. So she said that she would come down to where I'm at, her and her husband, and we'll do a taste testing. Her and her husband, because her husband is very picky about food, and if the food isn't good, then he'll get upset and he'll go crazy. And she's also said that he's been put out of events because the food's nasty. That was a red flag for me. I mean, it was a red flag for me, but for my fiance, he was like, well, who's getting married? You know, he's like, just joking with it, whatever. And I'm like, I know it sounds a little different, but I don't know anything because I'm new to this. I'm like, okay, well, she is paying for it. But I still thought that I could be the one who pick it out. I really honestly thought that. So that was a major issue. The menu was a big situation, guys. So I'm like, okay. So the next thing is I picked my venue. Beautiful menu. Ocean view, very nice place. The place was about $1,700 for 8 hours. So I said, I found a beautiful spot that I've always wanted to use to get married and have my reception. My wedding and reception are going to be together. Initially, I'm all over the place, but initially my wedding was, I was going to have a wedding in the church, and then we were going to go over to the waterside view. It's in a building for the reception, but she convinced me that from the church to about maybe through 5 miles the most, we would lose people in between that. People wouldn't come to the reception. So I said, okay, she's the wedding planner. She's been doing this. If she says it's best to have it all in one spot, let's do that. So I canceled the church out and decided to have the entire wedding at the venue, the waterfront venue. So I said, well, we get 8 hours. Well, she said, I need you to get an additional 3 hours on top of the 8 hours because I need to decorate. So I'm like, okay. So I go and I find out how I can get 3 extra hours. So I was told that it's $250 per hour for the 3 hours. So I'm like, wow, that's like really pushing it, because I have other things to get. I have to get DJs, bartenders, pictures. I got so much other things to do. And I'm like, I'm new to this. And for if anyone's on here that does this type of stuff, is that what you guys need? Like, is 8 hours not enough for you to decorate on top of me having my wedding and my reception? I don't know. I'm new to this. But I was just like, and my dad were like, we don't think we need the extra 3 hours. So that was a serious, serious issue for her. She was like, well, I need those 3 hours. She said she needed 3 hours. So back to the catering. The catering situation got so bad. So she was like, you know what? No, first she said she was gifting the catering. Then she said the money that we were going to pay her, we can just use that money to pay for the caterer. Cool, fine. That way I won't feel like I'm wrong for not letting her pick the menu. But in actuality, she still wanted to pick the menu because it was her money that was still doing it. So, people find ways around things. So I'm like, oh God, we're back to this catering again. I was so sick of the catering. I was so aggravated. So I was like, you know what? Do what y'all want to do. And then my fiance and my sister was like, no, this is your wedding, your day. If you need to be happy. And right now you're not happy. And I was like, no, I'm not. This is very stressful to me. Beyond stressful. So I still look stressed. Now look at me, I look stressed. So she's like, no, I can't. The 8 hours isn't enough. Now, I have not seen any work, guys. I'm strictly going off my dad and her saying she's done like these big, huge weddings. She's family. I'm not going to question her. You know, I'm just going to assume because I've sent you pictures of what I want. And I would assume if you can't do that, you wouldn't continue on. But I don't know. So, yeah, the catering was a big issue. Then the 8 hours was the issue. And then I kept sending her pictures of things that I want. She kept saying, no, no, no. Oh, and remember when I said that I wanted, these were the main colors? So I gave her my colors, and she told me that the color, it was actually dark. It was like an emerald. She was like, well, I feel that color is a little bit too heavy for May. So I'm like, okay. So I switched it. So now we're doing the blush, the cream, the gold. I switched it to that. But when I looked in this book, in the very back of this book, let me pull it up now. When I look in the very back of this book, y'all, this book literally has everything. It even shows you how to put your placing down. Okay, so basically we're having a spring wedding. You think it's the spring? May? Yeah. Okay. So let me show you really quick. Really quick. Don't leave. Hold on. Okay. So while I'm looking for that, I'm just gonna keep talking. So yeah, she told me that it just wasn't gonna work. I have it right here. I know I seen something say emerald. Now why can't I find it? Okay, here we go. Here we go, girl. Hold on, don't leave me. Okay, so basically, spring, summer wedding. Okay, what do you see right there for summer? Do you see emerald? Yeah. But she told me emerald is too heavy, and so I changed it. Which I'm not really mad. I still like the color that I have. It's actually beautiful, the one I switched it to, but nothing was my own. Nothing. So I asked her, okay, so this is how I want my what you call that thing? The altar. This is how I want my altar to look, basically. And she tells me, oh, well, I haven't chosen what altar I'm gonna get for you yet. I said, oh, so I don't get to pick my where I stand in front of? She was like, yes. Next thing I know, we got off the phone. My dad's calling me. He's like, hey baby, I just got off the phone and I don't know what the conversation went like, but basically she didn't like that I was like, so I don't get to pick. I'm like, what can I pick? It was getting to the point to where I felt like I didn't even want to give suggestions anymore. I didn't want to have nothing to say. I didn't know what to do. Like everything I picked was no, 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 no. So I'm like, forget it all. Y'all can just do the whole thing. I just come in there. If I don't like it, I cry. If I do, I'm happy. I literally got to that point. Like, I literally got to that point. It was just so bad. And then this is another thing I didn't like. We're family. I know we've never met. We've only met that one brief time. But why are you calling me his daughter? Like, after we start having these situations, my name went from Tori to your daughter. Your daughter. Never call me by name again. I did not like that, but I didn't say anything because I don't have time for that. That's petty. 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 When do we grow up? Petty. I didn't like that shit at all. But Okay. So, yeah, she basically wanted to do what she wanted to do. She switched it. Then she was like, well, I'm going to gift you, she's like, well, I'm just going to gift you, I can't think of, gift you the reception. I'll say, okay, thank you. That's nice. But you know what that means. She choose what she want to choose. She put what she want to put. And I wasn't going for it, and she didn't like it. So we bumped heads. I maintain respect for her because she's way older than me. So I maintain my respect for her. I never cursed her, called her out her name. I'm not like that. But I did I was very quiet the entire time. Letting stuff slide. Until it got to the point to where when I started speaking up for myself, she didn't like that. And then she backed herself out of it. She said, you know what? I'm done. I'm out. I'm backing out. I said, that's fine. It's fine. So I went on Facebook and I found a decorator from here. Beautiful work. And the price is decent as well. So I showed my dad, and my dad was, he liked it too. He called the decorator. Everything was sounding very great. I found a new venue. Very nice venue. Because I actually felt bad when we got off the phone. I actually felt bad that I had to get like that with her because I don't want to do that. I want to have fun, you know. So I was like, well, if you really want her dad, I'm willing to work with her. So we found a place that have unlimited hours. We can be there from 6 in the morning to 11 o'clock at night. Perfect for her, right? Because she wanted 3 extra hours on top of the 8 at the other venue. So now you got all day to decorate, all day to plan. But guess what? She don't want to do it. So was it really about the hours, or was it really because she wanted to control things, or it's other things that I won't say on here? Because like I said, I haven't seen any work at all. So I really dislike that this happened because we are family at the end of the day. And then I kept saying things like, we're family. I don't want to fuss. I don't want to argue. She never agreed that we were family. That is all right with me. Because I have went 39 years without you, ma'am. And that's fine. And we will keep it that way. Because if you're acknowledging me by saying your daughter, then we're not really that anyway. And that is fine with me. I'm getting upset. I don't like that. Like, and then, okay, this was the thing. She was like, well, if I'm gifting you, let's back up. She was like, well, when she was telling me what she wanted to do, and I was like, no. She was like, well, you would think if someone is gifting you decorating, at least you can do is pay for the extra hours. And I'm like, I'm sorry I didn't think of it that way. I got so much going on. And I told her, I said, everyone is different. If I tell a person I'm gifting, that's what I'm doing. I'm not gifting in exchange for them to think of something else to do. I'm not like that. And then you told me that you're a straightforward person. You should have straightforwardly told me that's what you want. You know, I don't have time to read your mind. I don't know you. I don't know you to read you. I've laid eyes on you one time. You know, I'm not in your face when you're telling me that you're gifting me these things. I'm not on video with you and you're saying you're gifting me where I can look you in your face and see if it's genuine or not. I don't know you. So you can't fault me for not knowing that you want me to do this because you're gifting this. I'm sorry. I did not know that. So then she said that she felt like she was going to be rushed. So she was like, I'm going to put itty bitty flowers on your tables. Now y'all seen those pictures of how I want them flowers. So I said, oh, no, don't worry. I'll make my own flowers. Why did I say that? She said, well, I'm not coming. She said she's not coming to my wedding if I make my own flowers. I'm really trying to help her out because I don't want no little bitty flowers on my tables. So if that's all you can gift me and bring to me, I would be more than happy to make my own flowers. She told me she's not coming. She not coming. So anyways, so we spoke yesterday. My dad was trying to persuade her to come on back on the team. Never acknowledged me. Kept talking to my daddy. Kept calling me your daughter. And told me yesterday that the only reason why she's doing it is for my dad. That's cool, baby. Like I said, I've been good for 39 years and counting. That's fine, baby. We can keep it just like it is. You can't miss what you ain't never had, baby. So yeah. So she's done. No hard feelings. You know, if I see her, I'm not gonna be rude. I'll still invite her to the wedding. Still family. But the little contract deal, that stuff is done. But yeah, that's where we at. So this is my new best friend. And we're going to plan my wedding together. She has everything I need and more. Like, y'all, I'm not sure where this book come from. But baby, when I tell you, y'all, this book tells you everything. It tells you how to do your invitations. Something else I seen too. Your caterer, y'all, this book is beautiful. Y'all, it gives like your different color palettes. Hold on. Y'all, this book right here, I just seen something about it showed how you even laid on plates on that table, baby. How you laid on plates on that table. Like everything and more is in here. So my colors are gonna be like that for the most part. I don't think I'm gonna have that green in there. My voice is going out. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to tell y'all my experience. Y'all, please tell me if I was wrong. Things just weren't going right. I'm new to this, but I'm not dumb either. You know, I know enough to know that I should be able to pick my menu. I should be able to pick my colors in my wedding. I should be able to pick everything. And I was a little bit lenient because things were gifted. At first it was the catering, and then I wouldn't let up on the menu. So she said, just take the money that you were going to give me, pay for the catering. And then when she started still doing that, I was like, you know what, we'll just pay for it and we'll pay you. We'll pay you, and then we'll pay for catering too. And then she went over, she wanted to pick what I use, Y'all, tell me if I'm wrong, because I don't know. Anyways, guys, comment down below and let me know, and we'll talk later. Bye.